Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. In today's video, I wanted to do an elf like fairy style eyeshadow. And this is what I came up with. I got my inspiration off of Pinterest. If you're interested in this kind of makeup, definitely check that out because they have a lot of different creative styles and it's really fun to look at. And please tell me that if I didn't have some elf ears right now, that this wouldn't look like complete and I wouldn't look like an elf. I am in love with this. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button so you can see more of my videos. Anything I use will be listed down in the description box below. If you'd like to see how I do this, then keep on watching. So I'm starting right off on the eyeshadow. I've already done my base and prepped my eyes off camera beforehand. Did that because the eyeshadow that I'm doing, it kind of goes a little bit further down, right, like in here. So I didn't want to try to connect the top eyeshadow to around here after doing my base because I don't think it would have connected as well. So I just went ahead and finished everything, and then now I'm just doing the eyeshadow. The palette I'm going to be using is the NYX Ultimate Shadow Palette, and I may switch out some colors with different palettes if it's like not bright enough on my eye. So just be aware of that, and I'll put a picture of the shade colors and names if they have them around me. To start off, I am just going to start placing the colors where I want them, and then I'm going to start blending and creating the brightness as I go. The first shade I'm using is a yellow shade, and I'm using a small blending brush. And I am looking at an inspo picture I found off of Pinterest if you're curious. I looked up like Elvin makeup and like a kind of like similar searches to that to try and find, and I'm pretty sure this picture that I'm looking at is a girl doing an Elvin style for maybe like a fair or something. She looks really pretty, and I just really like the way she did hers because it's really simple, but it still like has that like fairy like magical look to it. And I'm just going to take her picture as inspiration. I'm going to change it up a little bit just because I don't want to try and copy what she's doing, but I am doing a similar eyeshadow. And like I said with these shades, they come down a little bit more than like I would normally put my eyeshadow, so I am blending it down a bit further. Using the same brush, I'm going to go into a lavender color, and I'm going to put this on the almost inner part of my lid, but not overlapping the yellow. I think my favorite part about this look that I'm trying to do is the fact that it's like, the colors are very simple, but like there's so many of them, and like the way they're placed just makes it look so pretty, but it's still like very simple and light. Next shade I'm going to use is a teal color, and I'm using the same brush. And the reason I'm using the same brush is because this is one of my favorite brushes, and because I just feel like having like the leftover product kind of helps blend out the last shade that I used. I could be completely wrong, but I feel like it does help a little bit, but that's why I'm using the same brush. The reason I wanted to do this look is because I know that everybody has like a different TikTok For You page. Some of the stuff that pops up on mine is like elf makeup and like elf, like the Renaissance fair stuff, and like one of my favorite ones that like pops up is this girl that has like super duper long, I'm like talking like super long hair, like it has to go almost to the floor, and she does different like hairstyles with it and braids it into like corsets and like tops and like capes, just stuff like that. And I find it like really cool, the different things that people come up with to like style like elf style stuff, if that's like the right way to say it, but like Elvin style like makeup, outfits. And I think because the Renaissance fair was recently, there's like a lot of Renaissance stuff coming up, and like people make different like jewelry, and I just find that stuff like really cool, so I really wanted to try it. The next shade I'm going to use is a pink shade. Again, I'm just using the same brush, and I'm going to put this on this outer side. I feel like this is the brightest color that came out of this palette. Like I said, not really anything's blended in together, so I will be doing that after. I'm just trying to get the colors placed, and then I'll blend them as because they will fade as I'm putting them on. So I want to add like another layer of the colors to brighten them up a bit more, and then that's when I'll blend them out. The next shade I'm going to use is an orange shade. And again, using the same brush. And this kind of goes up into the brow bone and then gets blended out around it. I'm not a fan of the orange in that palette, so I'm going to go to the Morphe and James Charles palette, and I'm going to use the shade 518. And I'm just going to go back over that orange and blend it out a bit. And this, she kind of takes it out here. So I'm going to start blending it down and up in this area and hope that I can pull it off the way she pulls it off. I'm going to go back into that pink shade again because she has it down here with that orange. So I'm going to use that same color and go underneath of my eye and blend it down. And then I'm just blending it into that orange that's over on this outer side. I really do believe some of this makeup that I do is like trust the process, because I'm not really for sure how I'm feeling about it right now. And I'm kind of nervous. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back over it with those shades again and brighten them up and blend them out. So since I started doing YouTube videos and like filming and like uploading shorts and stuff and trying to like get content out, I've been getting good feedback, but I've been waiting for the day that I get like hate comments, because like it's gonna happen to everybody, especially when you're like putting yourself out there. There's gonna be people that are mean and like trolls and stuff that like don't really care about who they're talking to because they're sitting behind a camera screen or a computer screen. So I've been waiting for the day that I get my first hate comment, and I finally got it this week. I'm gonna get hate comments. Everybody's gonna get hate comments. At the end of the day, these people are just behind a screen and they want to be listened to, and they're just there to make other people feel bad. And I just find it funny. I'm on social media, obviously, and I see some of the things that some people say to other people, and I'm just like, you do realize that when you interact with people, which I don't think a lot of people realize this, is when you interact, whether it be good or bad, you're still interacting with that creator and you're still making them money. Like, I'm not making any money off of this yet, hopefully, but I'm not making any money off of this. I'm just doing it for fun right now to try and get somewhere with it. But like, even leaving hate comments, even if you really don't like that person, you're still interacting with what they're doing, which is giving them recognition. YouTube, like Instagram, TikTok, all those things, whether you leave good or bad comments, they take that data and they use it for that person and push their videos more. Like, all you're doing, being like a little troll or whatever, is giving them more like recognition and probably making them money. If they make money off of those things, you're helping them make more money. Like, when it comes to, if you really don't like those people, those creators, those TikTokers or whatever, don't interact with them. And I just find it funny that these people like do that thinking they're doing something, which, I mean, I'm sure some of the things that are said, like the creator, I'm sure their feelings get hurt, and like they're like, this person said this, and like I'm sure in most people don't like it. But a lot of these people that are like used to it, that have been like doing these videos a long time, like it's just another day. Like, you're commenting all these things and they really could care less, because all you're doing is making them money. I think one of the things I remember, I don't even know what it's like. I don't know where she said it at. It was like an award show or something, I feel like, because I don't watch award shows. I don't really care about that kind of stuff. And it was Cardi B, and she said something along the lines of, if you're listening to my music just to make fun of it, you're still making me millions of dollars because you're still streaming it. So keep doing it. Okay, I think this is what I want it to look like. It looks incomplete because it is. I'm going to add like different things to it with like a liner. So before I do that, I'm gonna finish the other side and then I'll be back. Now that the eyeshadow is done, the next thing I'm gonna do is use some concealer. The concealer I'm gonna use is the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Ivory. I don't have a good color of eyeliner that I'd like to use, so that's why I'm using the concealer. And I'm gonna make like little accents around it. The first thing I wanna do is make like little beams, the little shiny beam things. I don't know what they're called. But I'm using a M421 brush, similar to that. That's what I'm wanting to do. I have no idea if I'm pulling this off. Now I'm gonna just do like a smaller one. I'm a shaky person, so like trying to do this, I also drink coffee, so like I am like a very shaky person. So trying to do this and talk at the same time, because I want to keep you guys entertained by talking to you, but like this is hard and I already messed it up. So I'm gonna try to fix it. We're just gonna leave it at that. I kind of messed it up, but I think it'll be okay. All right, the next thing I'm gonna do is do some like little dots. I have no idea if this is helping the look at all. Let me know, because this could be a complete train wreck. The next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the back of a small brush. If you're curious, this is the SuvaBeauty 610 brush, but any like super thin brush that has like a small end. I'm just gonna take that and dip it into the concealer. This is just gonna help me make like a good circle. And I'm gonna put these like right here. And again, I'm gonna do my best to get this on camera, but I'm shaky. Ugh. I think these are too big. I'm just gonna have to make them work. Okay, I'm gonna use a smaller one because this is way too big. I'm gonna do like 3 little dots going like up. Then I take the SuvaBeauty 610 brush. I'm gonna actually use the brush and I'm gonna try to fix those circles. Using that same SuvaBeauty brush, I still feel like the look needs more, so I'm gonna use the tip of that. I'm just gonna do 3 little small dots right here. I'm gonna add 3 more up here. All right, I think I'm gonna leave it like that. I think that's fine. Now I'm gonna do this on the other side. I did my lower lash line off camera. I used the NYX retractable eyeliner in the shade Aqua Green. Figured this would complement like that teal color on the top, so that's why I used that. The next thing I'm gonna do is highlighter, and I wanna try something different. I've not seen anybody try this. I have no idea if it's gonna work, but I think it would be really cool if it did. It'll be like that subtle factor. Maybe not everybody sees it, but like you know it's there and it looks cool to you. So what I'm gonna do is I have this liquid frost. So you can see like it's a gold shimmery shade and it's called Expensive. I'm gonna use a 213 brush, and then this is like a flat brush. I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna get like just a little bit, just enough to like use, and I'm gonna go by those little twinkly things that I put and like do a highlighter version of it like right next to it, and that way it looks like it has like a little shimmery backdrop on it. I have no idea this is gonna work, but I'm gonna try it. Okay, I use my finger also to just kind of blend it out. Since it is like a liquid highlighter, I just blended it out a little bit. I think it kind of did it. It kind of smeared the concealer a little bit, so I'm gonna go back in and fix that. I'm gonna use that 213 brush again, and I'm gonna use that same Expensive highlighter. I'm gonna put that on my inner corner just because it's a yellow, and I think it'll help with that yellow. And then I'm just gonna blend it out, because again, it is a liquid highlighter, so it needs to be kind of blended. So next time when I do the little highlighter thing, I think you should do the highlighter first and then do the concealer or liner or whatever. I think a liner would work better for this, so I just improvised. I'm just using what's left over on the brush and kind of highlighting my brow bone, but I don't want to interfere with the concealer that I have up there because I'll just blend it out. I'm not going to do any more highlighter on my cheekbone because I don't want to interfere with what's right there, but I am going to use this same shade as well on my nose, and I'm just kind of dabbing, and then I'll blend it out with my finger. I think I might have got some eyeshadow on it. I'm just blending it with my finger, and I'm going to put a little bit on the top of my lip, and again blending it out with my finger. Now that I feel like this is completely done, I'm going to use the Dewy Coconut setting mist by Elf to set everything. For lip pencil, I'm going to use the NYX lip pencil in the shade Nude Pink. For lip gloss, I'm going to use the Rimmel London Stay Glossy, and I think it's in the shade Swingin' Mandarin. So that is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. I like hearing y'all's feedback, so please comment down below with anything you'd like to tell me or any future videos you'd like to see. Until next time, bye.